Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello friends, welcome to Entry App. My name is Akash Shukla and today I am here with previous year's questions of arithmetic. We'll be dealing with some arithmetic questions of RRB clerk basically. Okay, in this session we'll be dealing with some RRB clerk arithmetic question, and in the next section we'll be dealing with RRB PO arithmetic portion. So why we need to study the arithmetic portion? Guys, you know, from arithmetic only 10 to 13 questions are asked in RRB PO or clerk exams. That means 10 to 13 marks from this section only. So that's why we need to study this topic, and from this topic especially, and the subtopics that become important are profit and loss, guys, profit and loss, percentage, okay, percentage ratio, ages, partnership, and apart from that SI and CI, mixture of SI and CI, basically time and work, speed, time and distance, that also covers the portion of train and boats and steam as well. So these are the topics that become important for arithmetic point of view, guys. From these all these topics, 10 to 13 questions are there in the examination paper. So let us discuss what kind of questions were there in the examination in RRB Clerk 2019. So let's move to the first question of this session and see what the first question is. So this is the first question, guys, and the question from boat and steam. What question is saying that, and this question asked in RRB Clerk 2019, guys. So the question is saying that a boat covers 36 kilometer upstream, 36 kilometer upstream, okay, in 2 hours. That means we can find out the upstream speed. Say upstream speed is SU, so we know that speed equals distance upon time. That means 36 divided by 2. So that means 18 kilometer per hour will be upstream speed, okay, and 66 kilometer in downstream in 3 hours. That means we can find out now the downstream speed at distance upon time. Again 66 divided by 3, that means 22 kilometer per hour will be the downstream speed. Now find the speed of the boat, guys. When we are given with the is upstream speed and downstream speed, then we can find the speed of boat and speed of current as speed of boat as upstream speed, downstream speed plus upstream speed divided by 2, and speed of current as downstream speed minus upstream speed divided by 2. Okay, guys. So downstream is what? It is 22 plus 18 divided by 2. That means 22 plus 18 will be 40, and 40 divided by 2 will be 20 kilometer per hour, guys. And what will be the current speed or stream speed? 22 minus 18 divided by 2, that means 4 divided by 2 kilometer per hour will be your current speed. In the question it is asked that we need to find the speed of boat in still water. So the speed of boat in still water is what? 20 kilometer per hour will be your right answer. So D will be your right answer. Okay, guys, let's move to the next question now. So this is the next question on your screen, guys, and the questions from pipe and cistern. The topic is very important, basically from speed, time and work along with the pipe and cistern. 2 to 3 and sometimes 3 to 4 questions are asked in the question paper, and this question from pipe and cistern, because work and time, the concept of work and time also covers the pipe and cistern concept. Okay, guys, the question says that 2 inlet taps, that means 2 taps that are used to fill a particular tank, can fill a tank in 36 minutes and 60 minutes respectively. Okay, for example, A can fill up a tank in 36 minutes and B can fill up in 60 minutes. Okay, so this is the question, this is what the question is saying. Find the time taken by both the taps together 1/6 of the tank. Okay, so first of all we need to find the capacity of a tank. Okay, what we need to find? Capacity of a tank. How we can find the capacity of a tank? Basically, because most of the times or all of the time you can say we are not given with the capacity of the tank. So how we can find that? We need to take the LCM of these two quantity. What will be the LCM? Obviously 180 will be the LCM, because LCM is nothing but a least number that can be completely divisible by this number and this number. Okay, so 180 will be the LCM, and now we need to find 180 divided by 36, that is 5, and 180 divided by 60, that is what? That is 3. So the capacity or efficiency, the efficiency of tap A is 5 and the efficiency of tap B is 3. So A ratio B, the ratio of efficiency will be 5 ratios 3. So what the means of 5? Here the means of 5 is the tap A can fill 5 liter tank in 1 minute, and the total capacity of tank is what? 180 liter. Okay guys, find the time taken by both the taps together. Now both the taps are opened in the tank to fill it, and now we need to fill 1/6 part of the tank. So what is the 1/6 part of the tank? So now the capacity, we need to fill 1/6 of the total capacity. What is the total capacity here? 180. Okay guys, that means 30 liter we need to fill. So 30 unit or liter you can say we need to fill. So the time will be, required time is what? 30 divided by 5 plus 3, because both the taps have been opened in the tank, so both the tap will work together. Okay, so 5 plus 3 8. So 2 4s are 8 and 2 15s are 30. That means time required will be 15/4 minute guys. Okay, or you can say that 3:3/4 minute. That means B will be your right answer. So this is how you can solve the question, and this question asked in RRB Clerk 2019. The same question we can expect in RRB Clerk 2020 paper. So let's move to the next question now. This is the next question on your screen guys, and this question from mixture. The question is saying that in 64 liter of pure milk, okay, so there is a milk and there is a water. Okay, milk and water, there are two different quantities we have. 64 liter milk is there, and 20 liter water is mixed. Okay, 20 liter water is mixed. So now in a cistern or in a vessel we have milk as 64 liter and water as 20 liter, and then the question is saying that 1/4 of the mixture is taken out. What is the mean of 1/4? That is 25%. Guys, you need to understand one thing here. If we are taking out 25% of the mixture, then milk will be taken out as 25% and water will also be taken out as 25%. You need to understand this thing. If there is a mixture of milk and water and we are taking some mixture from that mixture, okay, so then same quantity of milk and water will be taken out. Okay, so 25% will be taken out. So what will be the 25% of 64? It's obviously it's 1/4 of 64. Okay, that means minus 16 liter will be taken out, and if we subtract this, then we can get 48. That means the remaining quantity of the milk will be 48 liter. And what will be the value of 25% of 20 guys? That means 1/4 of 20, that means 5 liter. So minus 5 liter will be taken out. 5 liter will be taken out. The remaining quantity will be guys 15 liter. Okay, 15 liter. When x liter of water is added again. Okay, now x liter is added, so the new quantity will be 48 liter. 15 plus x liter, okay, is taken out. Then the ratio of water to that of milk. So guys, you need to read the question carefully now. Water to milk, that means the ratio of water to milk is given. This is the ratio is given, we are given with, so here it is what? 1:2. Now we can easily find the value of x. Okay, so the value of x will be 30 plus 2x equals 48, and the value of 2x will be 18. So the value of x will be 9 liter. So 9 liter will be your right answer. I'm telling you how you can find the solution of a question step by step approach. Okay, step by step approach. There's no any shortcut I'm applying. Step by step approach. Okay, so that you can also understand all the basic clearly guys. Step by step approach. So let's move to the next question now. Here the next question is skin, and this is a kind of simplification question guys. See how you can solve this. Total cost of x pen and x minus 2 pencils. Okay, so there are two things, we have pens and pencil. Okay, the number of pens is x and the number of pencil is x minus 2, and the total cost we are given with 424. If one pencil, the cost of one pencil is what, 4 rupees, that means the cost of x pencil will be x minus 2 pencil will be 4 multiplied by x minus 2 obviously, and the one pen, the cost of one pen will be 20 rupees according to the question. Then the cost of x pens will be 20 multiplied by x. So the sum of these, the total cost of these pens and pencils we are given with in the question is 424. Now we can find the value of x. Okay, so 20x plus 4x minus 8, that means 424 plus 8. Okay, so 24x equals what, 432. So x will be 432 divided by 24, that means 8 will be the unit digit of the resultant whatever it will be, and here will be 24 1 is 24, that means 18 will be the value of x. So this is how you can also divide the how you can divide while doing the solution. Okay, so this 18 will be the value of x. So now let's move to the next question. Mark price of an article is, okay, this question is from guys profit, loss and discount. Okay, profit, loss and discount, this is the one of the most important topics for banking and insurance aspirant. There is no any question paper I found so far that there is no question belong to this topic. So this topic, that means, is a very important topic. So please understand it carefully. Mark price of an article we are given with is 250 rupees more than the cost price. Basically there is a difference we are given with, that means mark price minus cost price is 250 rupees we are given with, okay, of that article, and it is sold at discount of 15% on mark price. Okay, what does that mean? For example, mark price of that article is what, 100x, then it will be sold at, that means selling price of that article will be 100x, 15% of this value. Okay, that means 85x. Okay, 85x, because when you sell an article on by giving the discount on mark price, then you have to reduce that value. For example, here 15% is given, so we need to basically SP will be 100 minus 15, okay, divided by 100 multiplied by this value 100x. So this will be your selling price. So selling price will be what now, 85x obviously. Okay, and now in the question is given that find the cost price of that article if the profit percent earned is 27.5%. Okay, we are given with the profit percent guys. Profit percent what we are given with 27.5%. okay, so the value of 27.5%, if we can't able to solve this, then what we can do, we can avoid this decimal, and what we can do, we can write this 27.5% as 55.2%, and now we can find the fraction value of this. Okay, like this. So 511 and 520, that means 11 by 40. So what is this mean? If the profit is what, 11 by 40, that means we have CP is what, 40, and SP is what, 40 plus 11, that means 51. Okay, 51, and this 51 we are given with 85x. So okay, so 51 unit will represent 85x, so 1 unit will be representing 85x divided by 51. Okay, and what is the value of cost price guys? Cost price is what, 40. So we can determine the value of 40 unit as 40, 85x divided by 51 multiplied by 40. So very good question again. So 17 3 is 51 and 17 5 is 85. So 200x divided by 3 will be what? This will be our cost price. Okay guys, so this is the cost price and this is the MP, and we are also given with MP minus CP, difference of MP minus CP. Okay, so difference of MP minus CP, that means 100x MP minus CP, that is 200x minus divided by 3 equals 250. Okay, so this will be 300x, that means 100x divided by 3 equals 250. So we can find the value of x as 250 multiplied by 3 divided by 100. Okay, So 25 fours are and 25 tens are, 2 twos are and 2 fives are. That means 15. The value of x is what now? 15 by 2. And we need to find what? Cost price. So the value of cost price will be what? 200x by 3. That means Cp equals 200x by 3. So we can put the value of x here to find the cost price, guys, divided by 3. 3 fives are 15, okay, and 2 10. That means the value of Cp will be 500 rupees. That means we can tick C our answer. Cp is what? Cp will be 500 rupees 500. So this is a very most important question, and not only for RRB clerk. Basically in RRB PO this kind of question can also be asked. This is a very good question. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. This is the next question on screen, guys, and this question asked in RRB clerk 2019 question paper. In year 2016, okay, in year 2016 we are given with a ratio of boys and girls that belongs to a school. Okay, they study in, all those boys and girls study in a school. So in a school, basically the ratio of boys and girls we are given with as 36:19. Okay, so we can say that 36x will be the number of boys and 19x will be the number of girls. So the total students will be what? Total students will be 36x plus 19x, that means 55x. Now we have the total number of students. And in 2017, so guys, this is the data we are given with for 2016, and now we are given with the data of 2017 as number of boys is increased by 1440. That means now the number of boys in 2017, number of boys 36x plus increased by 1440, 1440, plus number of girls is increased by 15%. 15% means the value of 15% will be 19x. That means 115 divided by 100, because they are increased by 15%. If a number is 1, then it will be 1.15 now. So we can multiply this by 1.15. Okay, equal 55x, and there were total increase in a number of students was 1725. So 1725 is the total number of increase. Okay guys, total number of increase is there. So now we can find the value of x. So when you will be solving this, now you can find the value of x as 100. Okay, the value of x will be 100. So just do the calculation as soon as possible, because here I am very time limited. So I am just taking this calculation right forward in front of you. So find the increased number of boys. We need to find the increased number of boys. How much boys have been increased, guys? So we need to find this value, 36x plus 1440 we need to find. So 36x means 3600 plus 1440. Okay, so 40 and 50, 5040 will be the new student or the increased number of student we have now. So this is how you can solve again, and let's move to the next question. This was the good question again, guys. This is the next question on your screen, and this question is from ratio and proportion along with the concept of percentage, guys. Okay, the ratio of salary of A to that of B we are given with the ratio of salary of A and B. Okay, so the salary of A and B we are given with as A ratio B as 1:3. Okay, so we can take this ratio as 100 and 300 just to make our calculation easy. Okay, so and each spend 15% of salary. Okay, if A spend 15%, that means 15% if he is spending, that means 15. So what will be the remaining? Remaining will be 85 obviously. Okay, and if 300, what will be the 15% of 300? That means 45 obviously. So 45. So 300 minus 45 will be what? 255. So this is the remaining amount, guys. This is the remaining salary of A and this is remaining salary of B. And find the house rent paid by A. Okay, we need to find this value, this 50 minus 15. If remaining amount with A and B together, okay, for 42,500. Okay, clear. It is clear that remaining amount. That means we are now we have what is the remaining amount of A and B together? We have 85 plus 2, 255. Okay, 255, that means 340, and this value of 340 in the question we are given with 42500. So we can find the value of 1 unit as 4250 divided by 34. Okay, so 17 to the 34 and 17 to the 34 and 17 to the 34, yes, so 17 5 the 85, 250, so this will be 125. So the value of 1 unit we have now 125. We need to find the house and paid by A, that means we need to find the value of minus 15, guys. So we can find the value of 15 as 15 multiplied by 125, because the value of 1 unit is what, 125. So 15 ones are 15, 15 5 is 75, 75 5 carry 7. Okay, and 15 multiplied by 12 is what, 180. 180 and 180 plus 7 is what, 187. That means 1875 will be your right answer. E will be your right answer. Okay, guys, so this is how you can multiply as well. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. This is the next question on screen, guys, and this question is from partnership. Okay, this question is from partnership, guys. Let's see how you can solve this. A started a business by investing rupees 50,000. Okay, A has started a business by investing some amount, that is 50,000. After 6 months, B joined. Okay, after 6 months, B also joined with rupees 75,000 rupees. And after 6 months, another 6 months, okay, another 6 months, C also joined with 125,000. Okay, 1,25,000. What is the ratio of profit shared by after 2 years among A, B and C? Okay, that means business was running for 2 years only. So A worked for 24 months, that means 2 years, but B worked for, because B joined after 6 months of the business when A started the business. So 24 minus 6 will be 18. So B worked for 18 months in that business, and C worked for, because C joined another after 6 months. So 18 minus, we need to, what we need to do, 18 minus 6, that means 12. Okay, so and now what we do, we need to find the investment ratio of A, B and C for that business. Okay, so we can easily find the ratio. 5 tens and 5 15s and 5 25. Okay, again we can do that. 5 2s, 5 3s and 5 5s. So 2 multiplied by 24, 3 multiplied by 18, 5 multiplied by 12. So 6 4s, 6 3s and 6 2s 12. So 4 2s, A ratio, B ratio, C is what? 4 2s 8, 3 3s 9 and 5 2s 10. So this is the investment ratio. And one more thing, guys, you need to keep in your mind that investment ratio is directly proportional to the profit distribution. Okay, profit distribution. So this is the thing you need to clear. For obviously if the investment of C is large, okay, if the investment of C is large, so the amount C will receive from the profit will large also. Okay, so in that case, what we can do, we are asked that we need to find the ratio of profit share. So ratio of profit share will be what? The ratio of investment they have invested. Okay, so the ratio will be 8:9:10 will be your right answer. That means B will be your right answer. So this is all about the video, guys. I hope you got all the things, and if there's any query in your mind regarding the question we have discussed today, regarding the question or solution as well, so you can please let me know after by commenting in the comment box. I will definitely reply, or I can make a separate video on that, whatever you want make me to do. Okay, so this is all about the session, guys. If you have not downloaded the Entry app so far, so please download the Entry app, and if you not subscribe our channel, so please subscribe our channel, because we will be coming up with more such videos on RRB, PO and clerk and other banking exams. So this is Akash Shukla signing off, and good luck for your exam. Thank you, guys.